You've heard of July 4th, but you have never heard this version. What do a deadly molasses flood, a missing colony, and a 16-year-old girl on horseback have in common? This video isn't about politics, it's about the pride, the mystery, and the weird stories that shaped the nation. So stick around because these aren't stories from school books. The real story of July 4th. Did you know the Declaration of Independence wasn't actually signed on July 4th? That's right. While July 4th is the date America celebrates, the real action happened a couple of days earlier. The vote for independence took place on July 2nd. John Adams, one of the founding fathers and later the second president of the United States, was absolutely convinced that would be the day America would celebrate forever. Fireworks, parades, and patriotic celebrations. He believed it would all happen on the 2nd. Guess history had other plans. So, why July 4th? Well, that's the day the final wording of the Declaration of Independence was approved and the document was officially dated. Even in history, things don't always go as planned. But hey, July 4th still throws a pretty great party, doesn't it? Now, here's something wild. One signer, Button Gwinnett, died weeks after signing the declaration, making his signature one of the rarest and most valuable in American history. And what about the Liberty Bell, that symbol of American freedom? It cracked, but not during any dramatic ringing for independence. It cracked long before George Washington's 1846 birthday celebration. But here's the kicker. Nobody knows exactly when or how it happened. Oh, and if you're looking for the original drafts of the declaration, good luck. Most of them mysteriously disappeared, vanished into history. Only a few surviving today. The ancient civilizations of this land. Long before Europeans arrived, America was home to ancient, powerful civilizations, rich in culture, engineering, and mystery. The Mississippian culture built massive cities from the earth itself, shaping towering mounds that rose above the land like ancient skyscrapers made of soil. The Clovis people who walked this land over 13,000 years ago left behind some of the oldest artifacts ever found in the Americas. One of the strangest is Ohio's Serpent Mound, a massive earthwork shaped like a serpent, which may be aligned with the stars. Was it religious, astronomical, or something else entirely? We still don't know. Forgotten American heroes. You've heard the story of Paul Revere's midnight ride, but he wasn't the only one in the saddle that night. Sybil Ludington, just 16 years old, rode twice as far to warn troops about British attacks. Courage, grit, and a horse, and she was barely old enough to vote. Or Deborah Sampson, who disguised herself as a man to fight in the Revolutionary War, a true early pioneer for women in combat. And don't forget Crispus Attucks, the first casualty of the Boston Massacre, a free African American whose death lit the spark of the revolution. These aren't just names in the forgotten footnotes, these are the people who belonged in America's story all along. Because history isn't just about who we remember, it's also about who we forgot. The Louisiana Purchase. How do you expand a nation for pocket change? Epic, right? A single deal that redrew the map and changed a continent's destiny. In 1803, the Louisiana Purchase doubled the size of the United States, all for just $15 million. That's less than 4 cents an acre. At that time, Napoleon needed the funds for his wars, and America gained a massive land boost. Bizarre disasters that shaped a nation. America had its fair share of disasters, but some of them are just plain bizarre. Take the Great Molasses Flood of 1919. Yes, you heard that right. A massive 25-foot wave of sticky molasses crashed through the streets of Boston. 21 people lost their lives, over 150 were injured. And in 1916, the Black Tom explosion, it rocked New Jersey. A munitions depot blew sky high, shaking buildings across Manhattan and even damaging the Statue of Liberty. Then there's the creepier side of history. In 1998, over 1,200 human bones were found buried beneath Benjamin Franklin's London home. Historians believe they were used for medical research, but certainly it adds a creepy twist to the founding father's story. Through every disaster, America didn't just endure, it evolved, turning chaos into chapters of strength. Hollywood at war. Hollywood isn't just red carpets and celebrity drama. It's a storytelling machine that has shaped how the world sees America and how America sees itself. During World War II, it wasn't just tanks and soldiers fueling the fight, it was movies. Big screen stars took on patriotic roles, boosting morale at home and on the front lines. It wasn't just entertainment, it was propaganda with purpose. Statue of Liberty, secrets in copper. She stands tall in the harbor, arms raised, torch glowing. To most, she is the Statue of Liberty, a symbol of freedom, a welcome to immigrants. But there is more to her than meets the eye. She wasn't modeled after a goddess or a queen, but a peasant woman breaking free from tyranny. At her feet, mostly hidden from view, are broken chains that symbolize freedom from oppression. A quiet, powerful message many never notice. Her torch isn't just a source of light, it's a beacon, an eternal flame lighting the path to justice and liberty. And in her crown, those 25 windows, they represent gemstones and the rays of heaven, linking her and the idea of liberty itself to something divine. She is not just a statue, she is a message carved in copper, meant to be read by the world. And if you're still watching, you clearly love untold stories, curious twists, and peeling back the layers of history. So hit the subscribe button and join us here at Layered History. Now, here is where things get strange and the mystery deepens. America's strangest mysteries. The year's 1587, and a colony vanishes without a trace. Over 100 settlers gone. I'm talking about the Lost Colony of Roanoke. There were no signs of battle and no survivors, just one haunting clue. The word Croton. It was carved into a tree. Did they join local tribes? Were they forced to flee? Or did something far darker unfold? Remains a mystery. Flash forward to 1920, the heart of Wall Street. An explosion rocks New York. 38 people were killed, hundreds injured. But the bomber never caught. No trial, no answers. Were the perpetrators anarchists or foreign agents? The case is still unsolved. And during World War II, while soldiers battled across Europe, a ghost army was at work. Insatiable tanks, sound tricks, radio deception. A secret unit designed to fool the Nazis. And it worked. The mission stayed classified for decades, and most Americans never even knew. So, which story blew your mind the most? Was it the Lost Colony, the Teenage Rider, the Molasses Flood, or something even weirder? Drop it in the comments. And this July 4th, when the skies light up with fireworks, just remember, America's story is so much more than parades and backyard barbecues. It's a journey of hidden chapters, forgotten heroes, bizarre disasters, and mysteries still waiting for answers. We will be back with more stories that uncover these strange and forgotten corners of history. Because the past isn't just behind us, it's filled with clues, riddles, and mysteries waiting to be rediscovered.